Alright, so this is something I've never really done before, like a proper reaction video kind of thing. I'm gonna be the first to admit it. I consider these reaction videos something of a guilty pleasure of mine. From watching many of them, I can see how some of them tend to get some negative reactions. I've always preferred the ones that have been a little bit more academically inclined, a little bit more educational, ones where the reactors actually know what they're reacting to. And as such, that means it's a lot of vocal coaches, composers, musicians reacting to things. One of the reasons I really like reaction channels is, as somebody who is really into music and has heard, his favorite songs hundreds, if not thousands of times, there's no way for me to go back and relive listening to my favorite songs for the first time all over again as if as if it's fresh to me. And you know not having a very large pool of friends or family members who are eager to check out the music that I enjoy, I kind of figure, I'll kind of let this speak for itself, and I'll, watch other people on YouTube react to my favorite music. And so that gives me a bit of a chance to sort of live vicariously through them. And that's kind of the main reason why I really like these sort of reaction channels. Now, one of my favorite channels for this is, as you can see on your screen, it is Key of Geebz. Yeah, he's a composer, although he's old, and he likes to call himself the Decomposer, and he's been doing a lot of these reaction videos recently as well, and he has invited us, the listener, the watcher, the subscriber, to react and break down one of his tracks. And as you can see, there's a lot of people who are, talking about it in the comments. I don't know that there are very many videos. As you can see, this is a couple months old now, which means that, I kind of missed this. And the reason for that is I either clicked something or YouTube kicked me off the subscriber list for his channel a few months back. And then I wondered why I wasn't seeing too many of his videos, and just found out last week that I was unsubscribed to him somehow, and that was weird because I like this guy. I would subscribe to him in a heartbeat. So I resubscribed and checked out, all his older videos that I kind of missed over the last couple months, and this is one of them. So I feel like this intro's gone on a little long. I'm just gonna jump right in. Let's, obviously I'm not starting the video right from the beginning. I think, there's less than a minute until the tune comes in. Let's hear what he has to offer. I did hear from the first minute and a half that I've loaded of the video, this is going to be more in the rock instrumental realm, and it says so in the title. So it's probably going to be pretty well within my wheelhouse.
Is in this song, but you're going to decompose me. So let's listen to this. I'm going to stop once. I know I'm hanging my butt out there. When you put your own personal stuff out there, sometimes people will say negative stuff and dark things and thumbs down and stuff like that. But
and I will admit, I am a critical person. If I don't like it, I'll say so. But generally speaking, given the quality of the videos you produce, Key, can I call you Key? Maybe Geebz. I'm anticipating this is going to be pretty fantastic.
I've gotten this far and I've gotten enough comments and dislikes and stuff, so I'm figuring I can take it with this. So this was me, 1997. I played everything because it was kind of, somebody had asked me to do a sample of something. This is called Soul Grazing. You guys are decomposing me. All right.
That is so 90s. That is the 90s-est chord I've ever heard. Love it. Bro, have you been listening to King's X? That's Gretchen Goes to Nebraska, right there. I've already guessed what year this track was made. 1994. So vibe. Good stuff. Good. Bend a little out of the tune, but
All right, here's my one stop. You know, as a composer, as an arranger, as a musician, and I'm sure a lot of composers, arrangers, and musicians might think the same way. We spend a lot of time trying to write really solid pieces of work. Sometimes we get caught up with how many things we can do in a section. Sometimes it becomes a peer-to-peer kind of a thing.
I get that, because when I'm composing my own instrumental tracks, I tend to get caught up in the idea of whether what I'm doing is complex enough, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm going to automatically just want to add more and more complexity for no good reason other than there's no vocals to take your attention, so you've got to have something. But I've always found that at the end of the day, it's better to just have a really good melody and a really good blend, I guess, of... I hate when people use the word feeling, because, you know, fast stuff can have feel too. But to have that blend between letting the music breathe and showing off your technique. So, what I really like about this track so far is that it does a really good job of that. I don't feel like there's any, like, this isn't written like a jazz instrumental or something where there's a sort of a verse theme and a chorus theme. It's more like you had this one riff that was, like I said, very King's X-y, that you just play over. And what you play is very slow and emotive at times, but also at the same time, at the right times, there's that mix of the technique and the technical sort of shreddy guitar playing going on, and I think I really enjoy that. It doesn't sound like it was written, you know, segment by segment, which is the way I typically do my instrumentals, is I kind of treat them like as if they were vocal songs with verse, chorus, verse structure, but replace the voice with a guitar melody. I feel like this is more like you kind of just going stream of consciousness over the top, which is also a good way to go about it if you're capable of pulling off a really good, effective melody like you did in this track. So let's keep going.
Then you forget about the power of one note.
Yes.
One note.
Yes.
And to me, because this was a one pass that I played all the way through, because I was...
Oh, see? That's what I was saying. Like, it sounds like something that was played just stream of consciousness all in one go. It doesn't sound like it was played, you know, I'm going to deliberately do this section, then this section. It sounds like something that just came off the top of your head for the duration of the piece so far. And that's not a bad thing. Like, sometimes that could be the most heartfelt way to do it, is to just go for it. And, yeah, I'd say you did a really good job so far. I can't wait to hear the rest of the piece, but, you know, I'll let you break yourself down, as it were.
I was in the middle of writing this,
Also,
and I
I
had
don't
to
know why
hurry
I'm
up and
looking
get
at the
this
mic
done.
when I talk. The camera's
And
right
so
there.
I just let that one note ring out long as I possibly could for my hook there, and just let it be. And I believe
Correct.
that's probably one of the hook bombs here. And so, excuse me. Now, you are going to continue to decompose me. And also, I forgot to mention, the link for this song will be right below. So if you don't want to leave comments on this, you want to go back and listen to it one time on your own, and you can comment down in the original video as well. So I'm going to go back to the hook.
Okay.
And then listen to it all the way through, and then closing remarks, and then you guys get to lay into me. All right. Wait, there we go.
Very rubato kind of feel on the line. I feel like I use a lot of the same tonalities in my own music too. My relative pitch isn't really good enough to sort of discern like what notes are going on. Like, oh, is that the minor seventh into the, like, my brain isn't quite wired for that as well as yours is, Geebz. But yeah, just those tonalities are very familiar to me in my own music. Yeah, maybe I'll have to show you some of my own stuff one of these days if you ever come across this video. And yeah, you'll see what I mean. Like, I get the feeling we have very similar composition styles. That was fun. Yeah, you're going for it. Oh, just those 2 notes. Okay, that is a hook. It's a familiar melody. Maybe I was wrong. That was an odd note to end it on, but it was the correct note to end it on, too. Wow. I don't know if I'm going to continue playing the video because, you know, that's your own afterword. And I think, yeah, I'll leave a link to your video channel, or this particular video down below in the description. But, yeah. I like that I was a bit wrong about one thing, that, you know, there isn't like a discernible verse-chorus kind of thing. Like, yeah, there's definitely a melody that was composed and written as the chorus. Now that I hear it in the second pass, like, okay, yeah, that was a repeated element that, you know, grounds the track a little bit more than just that stream of consciousness kind of playing. But like you said, it was all still recorded in one pass, so you still get this sort of element of like it's all just one stream of thought the whole way through. And um yeah, I got to say, I enjoyed that. That was really good. That was fantastic. Uh, if I had to be like critical about anything, I think there were a couple of note bends on the guitar that could have benefited from a second pass, but given that you were doing this like all in one take, um, you know, those kind of things like are very much like not a problem. If anything, it kind of gives a little bit of a gritty imperfection to the track that it's kind of it reminds you that it's a human being playing. Um, I've seen way too many like overly edited guitar parts in instrumentals like this before, and they're just BSing their way through it because they can't physically play those notes in that order that fast. I know because I've done that on a couple of my recordings in the past. So yeah, I mean, that would be like the one critical thing. There were a couple of like really out of tune note bends, but nothing so severe that it really detracts from the listening experience. Um, yeah, I still get this like really like 90s King's X meets Steve Vai kind of impression from it. And, you can confirm for me whether or not that's true. Uh, no, I don't have much else to say on top of just that was a fantastic composition. Uh, it reminds me a lot of the stuff that I write and record myself. I'm nobody. I don't really have a lot of people who follow my music. I've got a Bandcamp page, which I'll also link down below. But otherwise, I'm just some guy who records music in his living room and shares it on Bandcamp for all five people who care to listen. And listening to this kind of makes me feel a little bit like maybe there is a market for the kind of music I make. Maybe it's not just me. Maybe there are other people that enjoy this. So, hearing the similarities between your writing style and my writing style is kind of encouraging to me. I'm glad. I'm glad you did that. Again, I'm doing that thing where I'm looking at the microphone instead of the camera. Hi, camera. I see you. You're right there. Anyway, that's all for me. A great track, and you know what? If you do like these kind of reaction videos, do check out Key of Geebz. There he is, right there, right there, right in that wee, and yeah, he 24 years since I wrote this track, and this is 2021. It's still mid 90s, but it's probably closer to 97. I was wrong. I said 94. Oh well. Anyway, thank you for watching, and take care.